What's up, YouTube fans? We're back with another Wednesday Night Live. We're going to have a good discussion about Masterpiece figures today, specifically the official Takara Tomy reveals that have been coming out. I'm going to get your opinions on them. I'm going to give my opinions. Hopefully, we can have a quick discussion. I hear there's playoff games tonight, so I'm going to try to make this not too long so you guys can get back to those playoff games. I don't even know what playoff games it is, honestly. Probably NBA, but I'm not sure. So I did want to do a couple of housekeeping things. So I did get this guy in. I just finished the review. This is the Gigapower Grassor, their version of Slag. And this was sent to me by G. Tony. So we're going to take a look at that. This review will be up tomorrow, so check that out. I also wanted to mention this guy. A couple of people asked, is this a reissue? So this is not a reissue. This is actually a older figure. And what's up, John Gavin, BBO3, everybody in the comments, thanks for joining. So this is not a new figure. They haven't reissued it yet. So this is the original release. I heard through the grapevine there might be a reissue on this guy. Hopefully painted this time. It's just a rumor right now. I was talking to somebody from X-Transbots, the artist for those guys. Now, I don't know if he knows anything more than anybody else, but he was tending to say that they might be reissuing this. So that'd be exciting. So you may be able to pick this up if they reissue that. All right, and the last thing I wanted to talk about was these cards. So I ended up getting this right here. It's going to be hard to see. Get some light on it. So it's the Fansoy Spotter collector's card. So this doesn't exist. This is a fan-made card by Miller Time. Actually, I was led onto this by, I can't remember who led me onto this. So since I have this card, it was, it's only Fansoy's figure that never came with a card. Now that I have that, I don't really have a need for these. I really like these. This is another set of fan-made cards. So here's the reflector card. But because I have those other cards, I don't need these. So I'm going to give these away. There's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 20. There's 20 cards for different various Masterpiece figures. I'm giving this away on my Facebook page. So all you have to do to enter, if you want these, and they're really nice artwork on these. I love them all. I don't have a need for them because I'm going to keep the Fans Toys ones. So if you're interested in these, get to my Facebook page and just leave a comment on the video link for this video. So I put it up earlier today. All you have to do is leave a comment. I'll do a drawing probably a couple of weeks from now after people get a chance to watch this video. So if you're interested in these, enter for that. All right, so now let's talk about some Masterpiece figures. Let's say hi to some people. What's up, Aaron Scott? He finally got to join the live stream. Thanks for coming. Michael Rogers, Steve Camilleri, Lucky Hands, and G. Tony, all of you. Thank you for joining. So I just wanted to talk about some Masterpiece figures today. I want to get your opinions. What do you guys think? The first one here, and this is not new. This came out, a month or two ago. But what I wanted to talk about was this right here. So this set, you can see the coronation set, which is the cape, the shoulder pieces, the crown, and then some blast effects. Those can only be obtained through Takara Tomy's website in Japan. So you can't buy it in the United States. It's not available through, third-party retailers like Toy Dojo, like I have on my shirt right now, or really any third-party or any U.S. retailer, unfortunately. So I want to know what you guys thought about that. I am going to try to get a hold of this through, Japanese sites, and hopefully I can find this and do a review of it. We haven't even got the Star Stream yet, but I'm trying to get a hold of. I'll have all 3 of these figures, and we'll take a look at this set. But I want to know what you guys thought about the coronation set, and whether you're trying to try to get a hold of that. I have no idea what it's going to cost, honestly. I think you actually get it for free if you buy all these figures. It's a mail away. Maybe you just pay shipping. But I don't know how much it's going to be if I try to buy it outright. G. Tony says, hope we get a chance to get it somehow. Me too. I hope we get a chance to get it. No, comment not pop up. That's weird. So yeah, I don't know why I'm not seeing your comments, but hopefully it's popping up on your end. All right, let's keep moving through. I have a lot of images here. So next is, now this isn't a masterpiece. So this is actually a 3-0 figure. So they're releasing the original movie Optimus Prime and the Jetfire figure. Now these don't transform. These are just action figures. Oh, BBO3 asked, does the Coronation set won't come with Starscream? No, it doesn't come with Starscream. It's a mail away after you get all three. You have to have proof of purchase of all three of those Masterpiece Seekers, and then you can go send away for it. So I am going to try to get a hold of that. So this is 3-0, their version of Jetfire from the movie, and he combines. So it actually comes apart. It's a parts former. It doesn't transform, but it is a parts former. So I was just curious what you guys thought of this. I haven't translated this Japanese, so I don't know what it says, but it's pretty crazy that it combines. So up here is the actual image. And there it is combined. That's pretty wild that it can do that. I don't know if I'm going to get this. I might get the Optimus. It's kind of cool, but not really interested in the Jetfire. So what do you guys think about that Jetfire? Anybody into the movie designs? Yeah, I'm probably going to pass on the Jetfire. I might get this 3-0 Optimus. Their Optimuses have been pretty nice. Pass, a couple of passes. It's neat, but I'm not a Bayformer fan. I'm not a Bayformer fan either, to be honest. Nope, just G1. Okay, nobody's interested. Let's move on. Okay, this was the big news that just came out. I believe it was Monday this week. So Takara Tomy released a early prototype. So just keep that in mind. This is a very early prototype of a Masterpiece Jetfire. And it's called a block prototype. So block prototype means it's just for fitment, just for to see if the design is going to work. They haven't really put together the full design, the transformation, all the engineering, and the stuff isn't in there. So you can see some stuff looks really rough, like the head and some of the sculpt just looks kind of odd. But overall, it's probably relatively close, maybe 75% to the final design. So I saw this, and I also kind of put it side by side with Jetfire. The proportions for me are a little odd. So the drooping shoulders and kind of the wings being a little bit short, the legs being kind of exaggerated. That's not really for me. Obviously, I'm going to get it. I'm a Masterpiece guy. My channel is called Transformers Masterpiece Reviews. If you never put that together, my channel is TM Reviews. TM stands for Transformers Masterpiece. So I pretty much review every Masterpiece that's ever made, and also including third-party figures as much as I can. So let me see what you guys are saying about this. So let's see. Skyfire's proportions in this prototype. Why are your comments not showing up? What is going on here? Let me know if you guys are seeing my comments or not, but I'm personally not seeing them. So I don't know what the issue is. Skyfire's proportions as a prototype pick look way more in line with the old MP aesthetic, which in my opinion is worse. Yeah, they're a little off for me. Don't expect Hazard to pass up free cash. FT Phoenix is almost perfect. I agree with you. I really love FT Phoenix. As you know, Jetfire is my favorite figure, my favorite character from the G1 cartoon. Also my favorite Masterpiece. So I'm gonna get this regardless. I have to check it out. You know, I'm a big Phoenix fan. So I hope they do a good job on this. David Turco says they haven't copied enough Fans Toys enough. I don't think they copied Fans Toys. Honestly, the design looks very unique. But I mean, there's probably some design elements that they've copied. BB out there looks like something untextured from a video game. Yeah, I mean, it is a smooth resin prototype, so it's going to look like that. WCC, really hope they make it look more in line with the more cartoony modern Masterpieces. Yeah, me too. Michael Rogers says, yeah, the arms are a little short. G. Tony, I'm all in just because. I am also all in just because. It's Masterpiece. I got to get it. By the way, there was a recolor. So somebody, uh, Cheech, I don't know how do you say his name. Whatever his name is, he did a digibast. So this is just a digital recoloring of the image. So you can kind of see what it's looked like. Obviously, it's going to look wacky because it was not meant to be colored this way. But Michael Rogers, I also like my War for Cybertron Jetfire as well. I do too. I really like my War for Cybertron Jetfire. I regret selling it, but I bought a new one, so I have another one coming. It's a good figure. They had MP10 beside it for some sort of scale. Yeah, so the story behind that is this is probably an older picture. It's an older image. So I'm not sure why they used MP10. Maybe it was before they had MP44 ready. But this is definitely, in line with the current design. I mean, take a look at the feet. If you look at those feet, they got that very triangular look. And they've got that same look on the MP36 Megatron. So that is the modern design. So a lot of people are saying this is old design. I don't think it is. Team Reviews, can you leave a comment? I'm not sure what you mean. Oh my God, Takara, my shelf need more Decepticons, not Autobots. I agree. I wish we got some more Decepticons as well. FT Phoenix is a hard bot to top. I agree with that. FT Phoenix is pretty darn good. WCC, just like Fanstoys Phoenix, doesn't look like it has a waist swivel. No, it doesn't look like it's a waist swivel for sure. And probably not an ab crunch either, to be honest. I guess we'll never get an MP5 Skyfire with a waist swivel. Probably true. Probably very true. All right. Speaking of MP Skids, PQDZ says, I feel like MP Skids was heavily copied off of X Transbot. So let's take a look at Skids. So here's Skids. These are relatively new images from the Genkai hobby. So they're a place in Japan that takes photos and they often do posts. So here is that version of Skids. Oh, let me leave a comment. All right. So here's a vehicle mode. Here's that robot mode. Pretty good looking. It looks a lot like the X Transbots, although the shoulder design is completely different. And he does come with two accessories, this gun and the chromed out gun. And that's it. That's all the accessories you get, which is weird. And I'll explain why. But you can't open all the doors, the hood, and the trunk. There's the two accessories you get with him. There's his front view. Very similar to the X Transbots, although there's a very different design here in the waist and on the shoulders. So I'm pretty sure it's their own design. Here's the back. Pretty similar to X Transbots. So I'm curious, are you guys getting this? You picking it up? I think it looks good, but is it going to be good enough to replace X Transbots? I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to hold it in hand and see what the quality is like. Recently, Takara has been kind of hit or miss on their quality. Here they're showing you he's got a really good ab crunch, right? You can get him all the way down sitting basically. So he does have a nice ab crunch. I don't really know why they chose to do Skids out of all the characters, but here he is with some other Masterpiece cars. So you got Trax and Blue Streak, and he fits right in, exactly the same size as those two. There's the back. He does have a lot of junk on the back down here, but you can't put the weapons and store them inside his trunk there. And they showed off you can put a Spike or Daniel inside of his car mode, which is nice. But I do feel like there's a lot of junk along the bottom here. Pope Platinum says that we still can't get a Jazz. Yeah, I wish they would make Jazz. I'm not sure why they haven't made Jazz yet, but all right. And then we have images of their Reboost figure. So this is basically a repaint of their Skids. I think it's the Diaclone repaint, but there you go. Pretty cool head sculpt. I kind of like that head sculpt. And he comes with way more stuff. So let me just show that really quick. Here's the top view. It does all the same stuff. He's got an engine. He's got opening doors, opening trunk. But he comes with this thing. So you get this little bike and a little translucent figure. And that's going to fit inside his trunk, which is pretty neat. I don't know why they didn't give Skids his own little bike. Hey, what's up, Peak? I know you're here to troll me. Thanks for coming. You can also put the weapons inside, and then we've got that translucent figure actually fits inside. So I don't know. That's some weird decisions by Takara. So I saw a lot of passes in the comments. A lot of people saying not really interested. Same price. Peak will mute us all. All right, let's move on. So this is the Masterpiece movie version of Optimus Prime. We've got some new images from, again, Dengeki Hobby. Really good pictures that we can see a little bit more on how Masterpiece Prime looks. So there's his robot mode. So the vehicle mode to me is a little weird. Hey, it's late for life. Yes, that's true. So yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this robot. There's a vehicle mode, and the reason is these Hello Kitty ears. Those Hello Kitty ears just look so weird to me. I don't know why they couldn't have fixed that. And there's a lot of junk in the trunk here as well. Robot mode looks okay. I don't mind robot mode too much. There's his front. You can kind of see all the detail. There's a lot of painted and sculpted detail on this guy. It looks pretty good. So are you guys planning to get this? I'm interested what you guys think. Extra Zero says the smokestacks are weird too. Yeah, they're a little bit off. I wonder if you can change those smokestacks out for Earth mode smokestacks. You might be able to. Michael Rogers says, not liking the vehicle mode. Yeah, me neither. I don't love the vehicle mode. Let me get to that picture. Here's the front of the vehicle mode. It looks fine from there. There's the Matrix. That Matrix doesn't look so great. That's a pretty ugly Matrix. But Jay-Z says, wait for a KO oversize. I have 3 oversized mags. They will not scale. Michael Rogers says, pass. Big Tasty says, Toy World is better. I really like the Toy World version. I actually kind of regret selling that one. It was a little too big for my collection, but I do regret selling that. All right, there's your bunny ears or your kitty ears. Not my favorite. They also revealed that the MP44 trailer does work with the NPM Optimus Prime. So you can connect it. I guess there's either an adapter or it's just compatible. But you can connect it with the trailer. G. Tony says, awful. Okay. Steve says, my wife will kill me if I buy another Prime. Oh, man. I buy Primes all the time. I way too many Primes. The Toa Givers Night Prime was a disaster. Extra Zero says, I'm hoping Transcraft tackles movie Prime. That would be interesting. Transcraft has some pretty good looking stuff. All right, that's it for the NPM Prime. Let's move on. Most people are saying pass on this one. I might get it just to check it out. It is a Optimus Prime after all. Optimus Prime always does well on my channel. So I've got to see how it is. All right, next up is the Masterpiece Shoki. This is one of the train bots from Raiden. So they just released this image. It's just a render. We don't really have images of the actual robot, but you can kind of see what's going on with this and how it might transform. Pretty good looking. I'm not really interested in Raiden. I don't know what you guys think. What do you guys think about these Raiden Masterpiece train bots? Shoki, I don't know how to say his name. Shuki or Shoki. So let's see what you guys say. PQDZ says, already passing on these train bots. This is one I might actually pass because it's not G1 for me. I'm really all in for G1 characters. G Tony, I need it. I'm in. All right, so G Tony, you can send this to me. If you're buying this, I'd like to take a look at it. Of course, I'll send it back to you, but I am interested in looking at them, but I'm not interested in buying them. Pake for Life says, I'm bored with you now. Bye. All right, see you, Pake. Thanks for trolling and leaving. Michael Rogers, no interests. BBO3 says, no want for train bots. Me neither. Pass, give me Takara Devastator. Takara Devastator would be amazing. I would really love to see Takara Devastator. I would be in on that instantly. Extra Zero says, depends on how much they paint them. Oh, that's a good point. If they can be played with, I'd be interested. Yeah. Based on the recent Takara, I would imagine they can be, pretty articulated, intended to be played with, but who knows? G Tony, living through your life, man. Yeah, G Tony, send these to me and I'll take them. I'll take a look at them. Steve says, I'm not sure about this. Jay-Z, need to see what it looks like getting bored of G1. So I'm still in on, there's a lot of G1 bots I still need. Oops. Big Tasty says, I'm going with Moon Studio. I do want to look at Moon Studio, but I've had some really bad luck with Zeta Toys. The Zeta Toys bot modes and the Zeta Toys alt modes are not good. I just looked at that Zeta Toys Superion or Superitron, whatever. Not good. They have really bad quality. Now the combined mode is amazing. It's the best combined mode, but the individual bots not great. So I'm not sure about the Moon Studios, which is just Zeta. We know that. Paik says technically that is a G1, isn't it? I guess it is. It's a Japanese G1, so I guess it is G1. Technically is G1. While Takara is doing MP Train Bot Combiner, they could be tackling an MP Menasor, Bruticus, but MMC, yeah. I agree. I don't know why third parties doing all that and Takara doesn't do it. YouTubes. I've quit MP and now just collecting New Age and Magic Square. Yeah, I can't get started with the Legends, man. They're just too expensive. Buttzilla says, why are they making a Skyfire looking like that after what FT has already done? That's going to be interesting. Obviously, I'll have a versus on my channel between the Takara Tomy Skyfire and the Fans Toys Phoenix, so we'll check that out. YouTubes, too expensive, and official MP Fans Toys haven't really released anything I like. I mean, I'm all in for anything Fans Toys. I really love their product, but we'll see. Paik says Sony doesn't know his lore. Yep, trolling away. Extra Zero, I'll be interested to see how Takara sets the official scale for combiners. If they don't scale with Zeta, the community might be torn. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how big these are. I would imagine they scale, but who knows? No diecast, no sale. That's probably no diecast in this is my guess. Based on prior releases, there's not going to be any diecast. Takara Bruticus is free money for me. Yeah, anybody would buy Bruticus or Devastator. Let's be honest, we'd all buy either of those. Super Sport. I'll use Paik's word. Let's face it, Zeta Toys is trash as individual bot modes. Yeah, I agree. All right. That's really it for today. I just wanted to cover these more recent images we've gotten and kind of get your thoughts and input. Really, the one that's the most interesting out of all of these was the Takara Tomy release of Jetfire. That's the one that's most interesting, most appealing. I'm going to be getting that just to check it out, but who knows if that's going to beat Fans Toys. Iron Factory is taking all money these days. Thanks, Michael Rogers. Yeah, definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Also, if you are interested, don't forget to enter the drawing for these Masterpiece cards for Fans Toys figures. That'll be on the link on my Facebook page. Go ahead there and then enter a comment on the video for this video right here. All right, thanks for joining tonight. Appreciate all 40 of you commenting, subscribing, liking, everything you do. And we'll see you tomorrow for the review of Gigapower Grassor. Later.